Crazy how fucking gullible some people are in the comments thinking that this is actually funny and she genuinely fell over. You can quite clearly see that she falls over because she throws herself on the ground. The whole point in this video is to get the correct angle so a bunch of guys are going to simp for this and she gains more followers or whatever she wants. And it's not just for OnlyFans, it's not just for money, it's because clout and attention is a new currency. That's what everybody wants, even more than money. Take a look at this.
34,000 people, holy shit!
Have you ever wondered what it's like to be super famous, the life of the party, where everyone wants to get to know you? This is Cloud Hackers, a series where we use the app Parallel Live, which resembles Instagram Live, with thousands of fake users viewing. We then use this app to live our lives as a celebrity.
36,000 on Instagram.
Notice the girl in the back. I think she overheard me say I had 36,000 people on live. And the next thing I knew, well, I then stepped outside where she followed me, then approached me.
34,000 people on live, all on you. 34,000 people, what's going on? No, say hello to them, say hello to my friends.
34,000 people, holy shit!
On Instagram.
Jesus Christ!
What's going on? I don't know.
That's why you see all these people doing these ridiculous things on TikTok, because they're desperate for attention. If you're a guy getting a bunch of attention and you show that to a girl, she's probably going to want your attention even more after that as well. But I'd say it's a lot easier in general for a woman to get attention these days, because if she's decent looking and she poses half naked, she's going to get a bunch of views and a bunch of likes.
Survivor, the TV show. So pretty much these women had the option to get free food from the men. They didn't have to lift a finger, but they refused because of their ego.
What's in there?
That's our nails. They're good.
Nice.
We're pretty sophisticated.
Okay, so
It's not like they're eating anything of substance to allow them to pass up this food that the men are about to offer them.
did you guys use that net yet?
Yeah, we tried to use it yesterday.
If you guys want, I'm from Hawaii. I'm telling you right now, I've used a net before, and I know exactly where to lay it, and when to lay it, and how long to lay it. So here's what we're proposing. If we could use the net, we're willing to give you half of it.
Any person in their right minds would accept that proposal.
Isn't that funny? I just think it's hilarious that at the beginning it was us struggling, and now the boys come by wanting everything that we win in challenges. It's just crazy how much the roles have reversed in 9 days. I know, Christ, like a cold-hearted bitch, I'm really not, but we can't be feeding our enemy.
Why are you not getting this? You are getting fed too. Everybody eats. Shit.
Dude, we're fine with that. We're getting enough food as it is, but it'd be just a lot easier for both of us. Think about it. We're doing all the work and you're getting half of it. I mean, I don't really care either way.
You don't care either way?
It's a modern relationship right there. Men doing all the work.
I think Jonas is a real rude dude. I mean, he made the offer with the net and then kept saying, I mean, I don't care, but obviously he cares a lot.
You know, it'd just be a lot easier for both of us. You guys can think about that and get back to us.
The women, they're trying to be such hard noses. I just don't get that. I don't know if their emotions are turning them wacky or what, but they're just emotional creatures and they just can't seem to think straight.
Don't think I'm a bitch. Well, you just made a bitch move.
It's a free offer. They're doing nothing. They can suntan on the beach while we go fish and bring them half of the food. Like, hello, is anybody home?
Exactly. I'm saying the same shit. They're over there eating snails. Snails, man. And it's not like the guys are coming in to take their net and just use it for only them. They are offering half of whatever they catch. So that is free food for you. You're not even using the net anyways. And they used it the other day and didn't catch shit. If I was one of the girls, I'd be like, fuck yeah, give them the net, let them catch some fish, and give us some too. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to eat these snails. You think I want to eat snails? Fuck no.
I remember learning about radical feminist theory and the concept that all heterosexual relationships with men are inherently misogynistic and patriarchal. And at first I thought they were bugging, but what I think is even more bugging now is the idea that that belief is radical. When I first read it, I read it in grad school, I thought it was a little bit extreme, like, ain't no way all heterosexual relationships. But now I'm like, no, like, of course, obviously, misogyny is embedded in our system. We're indoctrinated by it. If women, right, we have internalized misogyny, internalized patriarchal beliefs, why the hell wouldn't men when they benefit from those things? And not just romantic relationships. I mean, romantic, sexual, platonic, familial, co-worker relationship. All of those inherently have a level of misogyny that needs to be unpacked in the same way that white people inherently have some racism that they're gonna have to unpack. But then the question becomes, okay, what do we do with this information? Like, do we never have relationships with men? And valid. but unrealistic, unfortunately. I think a step to making that a little bit less true is that men have to realize that that is an aspect of all of their relationship.
I think it's very important that men identify women like this early and stay clear, right? And sometimes it's really difficult to see how crazy someone actually is until you interact with them, right? But there are some physical indicators, and I've been saying this, but I don't know if people have been taking heed to what I'm actually saying. First red flag. If she has this piercing, red flag, stay clear. Stay clear. If she has, bright colored hair, if she has two different bright colors, so red and yellow, yellow and pink, stay clear. A bunch of tattoos, stay clear. Big tattoos, a big tattoo on her chest, stay clear. These are signs of mental health issues. I'm telling you. Now, imagine viewing the world like this. Imagine thinking that every interaction you have with a man, every relationship you have with a man has an underlying, evil about it, or this negative tone to it. Imagine looking at the world that way. How messed up you must be in the head.
I ain't got no kids. I got my own motion going on.
Flag.
Huh?
What?
Go ahead.
Nah, go ahead. What you about to say?
Why listen, I know having sex before marriage is bad, but it's 2022. What has gone on in your life that you have not had a kid?
I don't have kids.
You're different. But for men, it's just kind of why don't you have a kid? What happened?
Because I don't want a kid yet.
Maybe
I'm responsible.
It's not responsible.
Hold up. What did she just say? Let's play that back.
It's not responsible. It's not responsible.
The utter delusion of today's modern women, gentlemen. This is it. So apparently, according to her, if you are a man with no kids, you are not responsible. You cannot make this up. Let's keep going.
Especially if a nigga's mad, why don't
what's
you...
mad old?
What's
mad old?
No, I said when a nigga, not you.
What's old to you? What's old?
Put you 40, you ain't got no kid.
Oh, I'm 32.
See? You around a good age. No.
So if a guy's 40 with no kids.
Yeah.
You just don't want them at that point, or you're really, really...
They be I'm so careful. It's just giving out to get abortions.
Nah, I ain't telling nobody to get an abortion yet.
Okay, good for you.
Infertile.
A good
or what is it?
Oh, or maybe something's wrong with their sperm.
Yeah.
I just be putting it everywhere else.
That's good. That you're 32. Good for you.
Tell me you are a low-value woman without telling me you are a low-value woman. They say you don't really know how foolish people are until they open their mouth and speak. I'm just glad she cleared that up for all of us. Now we know. And this is why I say everybody doesn't need to be put in front of a mic, because she actually thought she was saying something smart right there. And that's the troubling part. The best thing you could do when talking to any woman is let them talk, because you won't even have to ask. In due time, they will reveal their true colors and let you know exactly what kind of woman they really are. This is why we see a repeating cycle of bad choices being made by today's modern women. When you think and believe that what you are doing is not wrong, you will always continue to make the same mistakes over and over and over again. We don't realize how crazy, how outlandish, how absurd what you're saying really even sounds. You can't even begin to understand that you need to do some changing and some growth needs to take place. And the best thing you can do, gentlemen, if you ever encounter a woman who thinks like this, run. Run, block her, don't talk to her, ignore and avoid all contact with her, because she will make your life miserable.